Hey, I wanted to talk about Firefox and having a vulnerability to where a hacker can be in a sandbox environment, but actually escape out and be into the production environment if that's where you have your Firefox browser at. So, this vulnerability is covered under the CVE file here, 2025 2857, and you could click on that to see exactly the functionality of the vulnerability and what's the threat to you, what's the severity. Should it is something that you should react upon right now, or maybe it's something you might want to put off. Those type of things comes down to you as an administrator and what you want to do moving forward. But that's covered under that CVE. I really wanted to bring this guy to you guys' attention because it doesn't really matter if you have patched everything from the previous month or quarter. You constantly run into little issues like this, and this is what, as security professionals, we need to be up on as far as knowing the latest thing that's out here in the wild, right? We want to know that, hey, there is a vulnerability in Firefox, and we need to be aware of it because while we, as an administrator, may not use Firefox, maybe we use Edge or Google Chrome. There are some users that may be using this type of browser, and if so, are they using the latest version? And if not, can we move them to the latest version? Because if they're more technical savvy people tend to use Firefox, or a lot of times, sometimes Firefox works well with an application and it doesn't have so much constraints on it, or it's able to show the pictures that maybe Edge doesn't show, or maybe Chrome doesn't work with. And so Firefox is that type of it's a well-rounded browser. I'll give it that. But a lot of times, with it being such a malleable application, it comes under fire when it comes to these 0 days or certain situations such as this where they can get out of a sandbox, right? So just to kind of break down a sandbox real quick, a sandbox is if we're testing a particular application or we're testing some type of virus, we may put it into what we call a testing production, where we just are, maybe have certain configurations turned off. Maybe we have some type of security switched off in order to see how does it react. Maybe we put viruses in this sandbox to see what its characteristics are, so we know what to look for in a production environment. And typically, these things are segmented away from the environment, from our production environment, so they're not able to affect our day-to-day production. Well, in a sandbox, it's still somewhat connected to the network. And there should not be a way for you to be a hacker in a sandbox and then affect the things on the production side. This vulnerability is showing that it can have a way to leak out into the production side and wreak havoc that way. So it's definitely a high severity when you think about what could be done. But now you have to look at it in the fact of, what do we do for work and what do we do for production? Should we actually move forward to making sure that we make these changes in the environment? So I wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. It's always an ongoing battle of keeping up with what's new out here, what's the news saying, what is being reported, how we, even though we close our vulnerability window, or we inch it close we inch it closer to being closed, we never really truly close it because there's so many different applications, so many different ways that we can have a vector into our systems. And this is just being one of them. All right. So I just wanted to bring that up. In the comments below, let me know if you use Firefox. Let me know if you like Firefox to test out certain applications or certain configurations. Are you aware of this vulnerability? Are you planning to upgrade, or maybe use a whole different browser? Let me know in the comments. Until then, I'll keep you guys posted on any other cybersecurity news going into the month of April. All right, talk to you later. All right, peace.